coffee brewing as the sun peeks through the haze. And birds are chirping, serenading morning's praise. The front porch creaks as dreams fade away. America's awakened to a brand new day. Old vinyl spinning a sweet old tune. Day starts dancing under a sleeping moon. Newsprint smudges on fingers of grace. America's awakened at her own steady pace. Sips of sunshine in a coffee cup. Simple moments lifting spirits up. From the mountains to the sandy shore. Morning in America, want just a little more. Neighbors waving with a friendly rise. Kids with backpacks chasing daylight skies. Eyes cooling on a windowsill so fine. America's awakened with a heart full of shine. Old vinyl spinning a sweet old tune. Day starts dancing under a sleeping moon. Newsprint smudges on fingers of grace. America's awakened at her own steady pace. Sips of sunshine in a coffee cup. Simple moments lifting spirits up. From the mountains to the sandy shore. Morning in America, want just a little more. Neighbors waving with a friendly rise. Kids with backpacks chasing daylight skies. Eyes cooling on a windowsill so fine. America's awakened with a heart full of shine. Neighbors waving with a friendly rise. Kids with backpacks chasing daylight skies. Eyes cooling on a windowsill so fine. America's awakened with a heart full of shine. Tractors rumble, fields coming alive. Big wheels turning where hopes and dreams strive. Laughter echoes down the old dirt road. America's awakened to lighten her load. America's awakened to lighten her load.
Good morning, good morning. I hope you're all having a good morning. I know I am having a good morning. We are late today because Skipper slept in. I was up late and I slept in. But that's okay. I'm allowed to do that from time to time. And yeah, so that's what I did. There is more craziness in the news. There's no lack of people showing their mental illness. And I'm still enjoying every single second of it. Where is all right. Georgie doesn't like that button. Let's see who's here. We got Georgie here first. We got Hellhound. Me and Hellhound were causing some chaos yesterday, having some fun. And I subscribed to his channel. Yankee Bell is here this morning. Good morning, Mismatch Menace. Good morning. All right, guys. This is this is some good stuff that we got here today. And I'm still tired. I was up late. Skipper doesn't stay up late often, but I was up late last night. And yeah, slept in today. And so let's see here. I am looking. Okay. So where's that? There's a bunch of stuff on this. And yeah, you guys know this is, hey, Christina, good morning. This is what everyone's talking about, is this one right here. This is the church in Minneapolis, and Don Lemon and a bunch of lefties. They all decided to go in and disrupt the services. because of ICE or something. So we're going to watch this.
This is the beginning of what's going to happen here. When you violate people's due process, when you pull people off the street, you start dragging them and hurting them and not abiding by the Constitution. When you start doing all of that, people get upset and angry. And if you remember what the Civil Rights Movement was about, the Civil Rights Movement was about these very kinds of protests. There's nothing in the Constitution that tells you what time you can protest. You can protest at any time. That's the whole point of it.
True, but the Supreme Court, Don, has said that there are time, place, and manner restrictions. So you can protest always in a traditional public forum, the streets or the city hall steps, as an example. But this is a church. Okay, this is a place of worship.
It's to disrupt, it's to make uncomfortable. And that's what they're doing. And that's what I believe when I say everyone has to be willing to sacrifice something. You have to make people uncomfortable in these times. If you see how uncomfortable people uncomfortably...
You don't have to make people uncomfortable, Don. You're just choosing to, because you think that's going to be the best way to get what you want done. You don't have to, what I'll say, you don't have to make people uncomfortable. You are choosing to. You are choosing to. And here's another video of it. Let's see.
Violate people's due process. When you pull people off the street, you start dragging them and hurting them and not abiding by the Constitution. When you start doing all of that, people get upset and angry. And if you remember what the Civil Rights Movement was about, the Civil Rights Movement was about these very kinds of protests. And for some reason, in our modern era, people think that in order to have protests, you got to be, cordoned off to a certain area and, what time you can protest. There's nothing in the Constitution that tells you what time you can protest. You can protest at any time. That's the whole point of it, is to
No, there are time, place, and manner restrictions. So Don is ignorant of the law in this aspect, and he is reporting as if he is correct, and he is not. This is why Don is no longer with CNN. I'm sure he probably wanted to do stuff like this, and CNN was probably like, no, you can't do that.
disrupt, to make uncomfortable. And that's what they're doing. And that's what I believe when I say everyone has to be willing to sacrifice something. You have to make people uncomfortable in these times. If you see how uncomfortable people, uncomfortably, and how harsh people are being treated on the streets, you have to be willing to go into places and disrupt and make people uncomfortable. What do you think of this?
I mean, this is unacceptable. It's shameful. It's shameful to interrupt a public gathering of Christians in worship.
Imagine stopping a religious service, okay, and thinking that you're right.
But there were folks who will say,
I have to take care of my flock.
okay, but listen, we live in there's a constitution in the First Amendment to freedom of speech and freedom to assemble and protest.
We're here to worship. We're here to worship Jesus because that's the hope of these cities. That's the hope of the world is Jesus Christ.
I want to be very respectful. Please don't push me, though.
We're here.
He's not being respectful. You're stopping their church service.
We're here to worship Jesus.
Here's the thing. If they had come in and sat quietly out the service and then said, we'd like to protest here afterwards, they probably would have been welcomed with open arms.
Yes. That's why we're here. Okay, that's why we're here. Okay. That's what we're about.
Don't you think Jesus would be understanding
we're about
and love these folks?
We're about spreading the love of Jesus.
But did you try to talk to them as a Christian?
No one is willing to talk.
Okay.
Yeah, they're in there chanting. They're not there to talk. They're there to shout. And you're not having a conversation when you're shouting at people.
I have to take care of my church and my family, so I asked that you actually would also leave this building.
You don't want us to chronicle what happened?
Unless you're here to worship.
I'm always worship. I'm a Christian.
We're here to worship. Yeah. We're here to worship. Okay.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Good on that pastor. Good on that pastor for standing up to him and saying, no, you need to leave. You need to leave. Um, now here we'll show this one. This is the lawyer. So this is what the lawyer put out. The woman who organized this. Okay. Um, okay. Here we go. Friends, here's a clip of our demonstration this morning at City's Church in St. Paul. So and so is a pastor at this church and the acting field director for the ICE office in St. Paul. It's time for judgment to begin. It will begin in the house of God. Thank you for all the activists who showed up, plus independent journalists. Special thanks to all these people. Protesters disrupted church service at City's Church this morning, where one of the pastors is an acting director of the St. Paul field office for U.S. and Customs Enforcement. Their demands were clear: justice for Renee Good, who was shot and killed by an ICE agent in Minneapolis, and the pastor to use his authority to get ICE out of Minnesota. Protesters said the objective of disrupting the service, they're admitting they disrupted the service. Their goal was to disrupt the service, was to inform the congregation of what they described as their pastor's double-mindedness when it comes to the word of God and not loving thy neighbor with his work as a field director for ICE. The pastor in the pulpit is Jonathan Parnell. So and so was either absent or left when the protest started. So this right here is intent. They're showing that they had intent to disrupt this service. Okay. And
into Minneapolis a little bit ago and did some reconnaissance on the ground, speaking to an organization there that's gearing up to for resistance and protest. I've been pleasantly surprised to see
it's not resistance at this point. If you're going into churches, you're not resisting anything. You are the problem.
Community coming together. Diverse community. If you see this, when we first pulled up, we're like, wait a minute, which operation are we at? And as it turns out, because we're like, well, this is kind of MAGA coded, right? So the American flag or whatever, but these are resistance protesters. They're planning an operation that we're going to follow them on. I can't.
How bad is it when an American flag is a MAGA symbol and not a symbol of yours? That just shows you right there. Like, they're embarrassed of the American flag.
Tell you exactly what they're doing, but it's called Operation Pull Up, and it's Takima Armstrong, and she has been doing this since George Floyd, Dante Wright, and others, where they surprise people, catch them off guard, and hold them to account. And so that's what we're doing here. And then after we do this operation, you'll see it live. And these operations are surprise operations. Again, you can't tell you where they're going.
So there we have. There's plenty of intent there.
Surprise.
And I'm in places where I go to places where people are like, you love to argue. I love to debate. I do, and I debate because debating makes it makes your opinion stronger, okay, and better. I'm willing to have people challenge my ideas and my thoughts. So yeah, I go to places because I want to know what conversation is happening, and I'm willing to listen to the other side, and but this, like, you can't go down and shout down people. That doesn't it doesn't bring anyone to your cause, and two, it's not making you look good at all. And you're really not doing anything. You're just being a disruption. But a lot of these lefties love to tell me about how Christians force their beliefs on them. Okay. So these are Christians who are in their place of worship. They're not out evangelizing. They're in their church. And you were welcomed in. And the only person trying to force their beliefs on anybody was you, not the Christians. Not the Christians. So who really is trying to force their beliefs? Because are there Christians out there that do try to, force their beliefs? Yeah, there are. I am not an evangelical Christian. I think, I'll happily talk to people about religion, um, about their beliefs, about my beliefs. Um, I don't prefer to do it live on stream because I don't think it accomplishes anything. Uh, and I have, I was very fortunate. I went to a private Catholic school that was very forward thinking. I only had 1, maybe 2 years of actual Christian teaching. The rest of the time, um, I had one class that was morality, where, yeah, we talked about Christian morality, but we talked about a lot of different morality. And we also had a class where it was essentially world religions. And then I took a world religions class in college and did very that was one of the easiest A's I ever got. And I credit because I had already had similar classes, at this private Catholic school. There was only one mandatory mass a year. And that was like to start off the year. It was very, while it was very, it was a Catholic school, it was very open. Like there were people who were Jewish. It was actually the first time I really came into contact with Jewish people that I knew were Jewish. There were Muslims I went to school with. There were Hindus or Hindis I went to school with. So not just Christian, not definitely not just Catholic. So you know, I was exposed to a lot of stuff in my teenage years. And I'm very happy about that, and I have an understanding of a lot of different religions, um, enough to where I could talk decently. I'm not gonna say I'm a scholar or anything like that. I can just talk decently about, beliefs of various different, religions, and I do find it fascinating. But what I really find fascinating, because that was the door that opened me to philosophy. So I really, really enjoy philosophical discussions. And I find a lot of people don't understand the difference between religion and philosophical. There's a lot of overlap. Um, but there's also there's also some differences. And when you talk to people, especially religious people, like I'm not a guy who's going to quote the Bible at people. I will quote the Bible at Protestants, because that's what Protestants believe. They believe in the word of God. They believe that if it's written in the Bible, then it's true. And so if I'm in any type of debate or discussion with them, I will quote the Bible. Catholics and Orthodox, not so much. Um, if you're talking with an atheist, definitely don't quote the Bible unless if they're quoting the Bible. Uh, because you're not meeting people where they live. If you want to convince people to whatever your belief system is or whatever issue you're discussing, you got to meet them where they are. You can't expect them to come and meet you where you are. And because of that, I've never really been evangelical. In fact, I was just talking with a woman who's Jewish last night. It was interesting discussion. Um, and because of that, and I've lived in the Middle East, like in a culture that was not a Christian culture. And I had some understanding of their beliefs. I'm definitely not, like, I had a buddy of mine who, when we went through college together, he was learning Arabic and studying the Quran. That's not me. That's not me. I knew, hey, things that they were doing, or things that they were discussing and stuff like that. But yeah, not, I'm not an expert in that stuff. But atheists are very vocal that Christians, and all Christians, and they'll lump them all together, are trying to control them. That's not true. In fact, I would say most Christians are not evangelical, not at all. Um, and like when I talk to a lot of lefties and they bring these things up, they'll be like, "Well, I was raised Christian." And it's okay. Well, which one? And then they'll tell me what denomination. I'll be like, "Okay, well that's evangelical. You're putting that on everyone." I'm Catholic. Catholics will do they'll do missions, but um, it's they want people to come to them and ask questions. Like they'll go and like I remember we had people in my school who went and they did a mission to Africa and they were building wells and helping take care of like a village, and they would have services, but no one was forced to attend. If the villagers didn't want to come, they didn't come, but they wanted to be there and be open for those that would come to them. They weren't and they were invited. They weren't there to you know to take anyone's religion. They just wanted people to be open. And that's about as evangelical as Catholics get. We're not the most evangelical group at all. uh which I always laugh about. I'm like, yeah, we're different than other Christians because we're the ones that will drink, cuss, and smoke. And yeah, that's kind of how we are. And with this woman last night, I was joking. I was like, yeah, uh, we were talking about our backgrounds, and I was like, yeah, I'm Irish, German, Catholic, so pretty much. I was like, the whole trope of that is we're always looking for a good Jewish girl because there's a lot of Catholic, Irish, and German Catholics who then married Jewish women, mainly in the Rust Belt. Um, it was always just a laughing thing that when you see these crossovers, they kind of like you'll see an Italian guy married to a Jewish girl. That happens quite a bit, like especially in New York and Massachusetts. Yeah, a lot of atheists just had bad Christian upbringings. I find that's what I find. Um, but that's the thing. They hate these evangelicals, and they're putting their beliefs on me. But look at this. You know what is Don doing here? They're trying to force beliefs onto people. If they had just said we're going to protest outside the church probably would have been very welcoming to them and said, "Hey, yeah, a lot of church things they do food afterwards, and they're like, hey, after we're done, come in and have a meal with us." I don't know what denomination the city's church is, um, but I'll tell you just based off that interview with the pastor, um, I can tell you that they are doing the work of God. I can say that. Um, But yeah, these these people are just like the stuff they're doing. It's like you are not helping in any way. In fact, I have a visual representation of what these lefties are doing. Okay, here we go. So yeah, that is a visual representation of what the left is doing right now in Minnesota. Like, and I don't know what the hell that's from. I just saw it and I was like, "Oh my god." And the thing is, that that's people on the left. Those are all people on the left doing just insane shit. And it's women and they're doing their crazy stuff. I have more crash out videos. You guys ready? Uh, and I do want to address Georgie talked about Jake Lang and Nick Sorter and Colin Higby. So Jake Lang was attacked. He was attacked. Um, I don't think he's necessarily the smartest journalist out there. I'll say that. Because now Nick Sorter, very good, very smart. Nick Sorter, he's been in Minneapolis. They stole a camera from him and uh, is it Cam Higby or Colin Higby? But stole a camera from him. But he keeps he takes bodyguards with him when he goes. Very smart. Jake Lang, no. Like, if you're gonna go to this stuff, you need to have security. You need to have a security plan in place. And I don't think he did. That's why he got surrounded and attacked. Um, and now he's complaining about that the Minnesota PD is not doing anything. Yeah, they haven't been doing anything. That's the point. Did you think they were suddenly going to enforce the law? They have the Minneapolis PD and the Minneapolis mayor are dead set on anarchy, dead set on it. And you got to know that. Like, you have to be thinking you got to be thinking several steps ahead. You got to use your OODA loop: orient, observe, decide, and act. And it's got to be faster than the other guy. And that was Jake's problem. But he did expose that these people are not peaceful. They're not peaceful at all. So that's a good thing. A good thing that happened from a bad thing is that he exposed that these protesters are not peaceful.
Okay, so I've had to take like the last 30 minutes to compose myself because I honestly feel like I'm going to throw up.
Her voice, this affectation that I had to take the last 30 minutes to compose myself. Oh my God.
feel like I could cry. I feel like I could scream, and I honestly just feel a sense of fucking rage right now. So I have this friend, and I'm going to connect the dots, so don't worry.
This woman's exhausting.
She's not my friend anymore, but we were friends, and I thought she was like
She ended the friendship. 100%. This bitch here ended the friendship.
a really cool human being, and then the election happened, and she posted, "Let's fucking go." And I immediately stopped. Like, I don't want... So my question...
You see, that's the thing. People on the right can be friends with people on the left. They absolutely will, and be like, yeah, they got a right to their opinions, as long as they're not like preaching to me and annoying me with it. Yeah, have your opinions, okay? People on the left, the moment they find out you're on the right, they will not be friends with you. They're done.
And my thought process about this very one-dimensional thinking human is...
Can we talk about her unfortunate eyebrows?
Is this what you...
Like, this one is taller than this one. Like, are you trying to do like the people's eyebrow? Can you smell what the Rock is cooking? Oh,
you meant by "let's fucking go"? So this morning, in my very middle
you don't know what "let's fucking go" means? You don't know?
upper class America neighborhood, I went to my Pure Barre class. And I'm saying these things intentionally because Pure
What's a Pure Barre class? Maybe here, I'm gonna rewind. Maybe she'll explain it.
neighborhood. I went to my Pure Barre class. And I'm saying these things intentionally because Pure Barre is not cheap, and I live in a very beautiful home. I went to Safeway.
She's got a big ring. Like, this is a woman who's very privileged. Pretty girls have privilege. More privilege than any guy I know. Like, I was just watching Landman last night, and there's the coffee shop, and the Brews and Babes coffee shop in that, and it's a bikini coffee shop, and they're like, a guy could never do this. A guy could never take off his shirt, show his abs, and make money selling coffee. Women would be like, whatever. Pretty girls can, absolutely can. So there is pretty girl privilege.
If you live in Phoenix, Chandler and 40th is a staging area for the cockroaches and the scum of the earth. I go to Safeway, come out, and I'm driving slowly through the parking lot because I'm going to McDonald's to get a Diet Coke, which I don't even know where it is at this point. And I drive slowly by, and it's fully masked head, geared up scum of the fucking earth in my neighborhood.
I'm sorry this is happening to you. Can I call someone for you?
So fuck you if you voted for this. We literally just told our landscapers not to come.
You're in a red
We
state,
said,
lady.
please don't come. We'll
You
keep
need to go
paying you
back
for
to
the
California.
service. My daughter can't go to her friends. I'm not allowing it. I'm not allowing her to go to her
Oh,
friend's house.
no,
Let me tell you
Ken, you're not allowing it. She can. You're not allowing it.
why. Because she's a Latina. And do you know how scared I was? That's why I didn't take.
We're not deporting all the Latinas. We're just deporting the illegals. And we've been telling you that for over 10 years. Over 10 years. All these people had a chance to go back and immigrate legally.
Take out my phone and record. That's why I didn't. I'm scared because I don't know if I am white passing enough. I have black hair. And I was alone. And I think
There are blonde Latinas. There are. In fact, a large chunk of Mexico are very white Latinos.
masked men who are taking people off the fucking street are scary. There is a special place in hell for those of you who are still saying, let's fucking go. Fuck you.
They
Seriously.
believe in hell when it comes.
This is at our front doors.
They don't believe
And
when it comes to that.
you little MAGA look-alike, blonde hair, blue eyes, I go to church and praise Jesus on Sunday and
You have blue eyes, lady. You have blue eyes.
then cheer for this on Monday. Fuck you. There's a special place in hell for you. For all of this.
He has zero self.
I'm going to try to root myself in the fact that
At no point has it ever crossed her mind to look inward and think, maybe I should look at myself and see if I have bad opinions.
kindness and love will prevail, but right now I'm so fucking angry.
That's the thing. They always think that they are the kindest ones. They'll wear the Be Kind shirt and then get in your face and call you a effing Nazi.
I try to root myself in the fact that kindness and love will prevail, but right now I'm so fucking angry. And I'm asking the rest of you to get fucking angry. P.S. 40th and Chandler. They're staging. My husband did a drive-by afterwards, and he's like, yeah, the rental vans or the rental SUVs are now there. The vans are gone.
Are you not going to be like those ones we saw yesterday and harass all the people with rental cars?
Are we fucking great yet?
We're getting there. We are definitely getting there. I'm loving this. Again, this is what we wanted on the right. And we told you this is what we were going to do. Why would you not believe us? Oh. This is doing the thing again to me. Okay, this next one, we have a troon. One of these Trantifa loons. Why do all these men decide to live as ugly women? Hey, Barbara.
Hello, fellow resistors against the Nazis and all
They're all Nazis. We're going to take up the Nazis.
that. I want to show you something. If
This is a man with longer hair and makeup.
you get in front of an ICE vehicle, okay, use your momentum to go directly center to stop the terrorist Nazis from taking over. So just make sure you use your head and put your face directly here when the ICE Nazis are trying to.
Oh, wait, no. I saw this, and this is not a troon. I did see what I like reacting to this stuff live. I just saw the beginning. No, this is a guy using an app. This guy's hilarious.
And put your face directly here when the ICE Nazis are trying to destroy democracy.
Oh my god, this guy's awesome. This is why I like reacting. Like, I'll see this stuff and be like, "Ooh, this looks like something I want to talk about." And like I try to not watch a lot of it. I do understand I take a risk because they could do something that could potentially get me down. But I will acknowledge that the the standards on X are a little bit stronger on most things than the standards on YouTube. So that's why I have no problem doing this. So that's a good one. Oh, yeah. I don't like that it's doing this. I'm shocked Georgie hasn't jumped on with me yet. She's in here and she's talking. Okay, this one, she's got resting bitch face. Just to start off, let's see. It's 19 seconds. Let's see what she has to say.
Listen up. If you are a husband and you are digging your face in the sand with everything that is happening right now,
He's definitely not digging his face in that poon.
your wife is going to end up divorcing you, especially if you have kids. If you are not doing anything to assure her, to protect her, to make her feel better about the situation that is happening in our country, she will leave you.
A man will sacrifice his happiness for his family. A woman will sacrifice her family for her happiness. And this broad is just showing it. Tiny the terrorist. No worries. This is just prime example. Like, here's the thing. After a lot of guys get divorced, they find peace. And they're like, I can be myself. I can be myself. Oh, this one I did see. So yeah, this lady, she lost her job at Target. I know we're all incredibly sad. So let's see. I'm gonna turn off the audio just in case if there's any copyright. Does anyone believe this? Like, I believe she pushed an ICE agent, and I didn't let him take my coworker. Oh no, I think your coworker got taken. I think her coworker was taken, but yeah, I think she pushed an ICE agent and got arrested. Yeah, you can't push people, okay? And you definitely can't push any type of law enforcement. Oh yeah, this one. Does this woman does she look like she would make anyone happy? Do you think there's any man that would like look at her right here? Well, I'm not saying all women, Barbara. I'm just saying there's a large a large portion enough for the trope to be true. Okay? The stereotype exists for a reason. Okay?
Sir, you work in a cubicle or you work construction or a trade in the West. You are not almost
So many dangerous jobs in this country are actually held by women. That is not true. I can tell you that right now. Most dangerous jobs in the U.S. Okay, I'm pulling up a graphic right now. If it's one I can put up, I will. But yeah, here, let me. So we'll play that.
pushing on the job, the most dangerous jobs in the country with the highest injury and unaliving rates are positions held by women like nursing or
nursing can be dangerous. It doesn't necessarily mean that it is. It can be. But one of the most dangerous? No. And the thing is, it's not even close. Here, I'm going to put up a list of the most dangerous jobs. So we are fact checking her in real time. Okay, so let's look at this. So yeah, we have fishing and fishing related workers. We have logging workers, aircraft pilots and flight engineers. That one has significant, like in the pilot side, significant amount of women. Engineering and maintenance, no. Roofers, no, 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 no. And then we get into yeah, roofers and construction trades. So she's saying, oh, to construction workers, no, you're not you're not one of the most dangerous. Nursing and no. Refuse recycling, so garbage men. Drivers, sales workers, truck drivers, that's primarily men. It is because of things like DoorDash, and really a lot more women are getting their CDLs, bus drivers, stuff like that. So we gotta I would say this is the first one with a real significant amount of women. Like, yeah, there's aircraft pilots, but when you put in the flight engineers and other stuff, yeah, not as much. Structural iron and steel workers, okay, that's male dominated. Farmers, ranchers, other agriculturals, uh, primarily men, but again, women are on the rise. And ground maintenance workers, oh yeah, clearly men.
Teaching. I would think the most dangerous job in the United
You would think because you don't know. You don't know. I'm gonna remove this. We'll go back to this.
States of America at this point is being a teacher in a classroom in an elementary school.
It's not.
And that alone.
It's not even close. Not even close. And I hear all these lefties say, "Oh, teachers are like uh fire and police. They need to be paid at the same rate." They're not putting their life on the line. They aren't. Teaching is one of the safest jobs that you can get. It is. Um, but yet they try to get on the backs of police and fire for a raise, but they don't. They're always against the military getting raises. Military, you absolutely your life is on the line, but the lefties don't want the military to get raises.
Breaks my heart and should break everyone else's heart. One of the least safe places in the country is a school.
100% false. Like this is the face of misinformation today. Teaching is only dangerous because unhinged, mentally unstable lefties go on shooting rampages. Yeah, yeah. And that's actually school shootings are actually incredibly rare. There's like 300 a year. Okay, and that's probably overstating it as well. I think I actually might be getting it confused with just mass shootings in general. So 300 a year divided by 50, that's like what 15 in your whole state, and you might be in a very populous state like California.
And that's sad. And that's sad. Men like to think that they go off to work and they act like they are building the railroad.
Is construction not like building the railroad? Men have it's something like you have like 70 times more likely to be decapitated at work as a man. You're like 50% more likely to be what are dismembered or cut in half at work as a man. And that's not even we're not even getting into suicides because men commit suicide at higher rates than women. Women attempt more, men actually do it more than women. And when men do, it's because of jobs. Look at me. I'm in a very I'm a high risk for suicide because I'm a veteran. Because of my job or the job that I've had for a good chunk of my adult life.
When the railroad was being built, moving east to west, it was really dangerous, and a lot of men did not survive that work. If they were miners, a lot of men did not.
Mining, very dangerous job. In fact, with what the graphic I showed, I guarantee you mining is probably lumped into these. Mining is incredibly dangerous. Another job that people don't think of that's super, super dangerous Tree trimming. Tree trimming is very dangerous. If uh, pretty much any job where you have to get in a bucket, and I'm fall protection certified. I worked for a power company, and I was working with linemen. A lot of those guys, well, almost all those guys, they were all able to go in the bucket. It's incredibly. Every time you're in the bucket, you are significantly at risk of dying, and not just dying, but dismemberment. Every power line worker knows a guy who's been into a severe mishap. Lost, if they didn't die, they lost fingers, they lost eyesight.
Survive that work. The United States of America is built. Okay? Most of the really tough groundwork, busting through the mountain, has been done.
Oh, so we're not building things anymore? There's nothing new being built. We're not building any more high rises. Mining is still happening today. Mining is so dangerous. And in fact, you know, oil drilling, very, very dangerous. Like it's not easy to be a roughneck. Um, anything where you're dealing with a lot of the geology is tough.
So all of that really dangerous stuff, you're not doing it anymore. And you have things like OSHA to protect you.
OSHA doesn't protect you. OSHA does not protect you. OSHA sets standards, okay? And then they'll fine people when they find violations. And most times those violations come after a mishap.
Are there jobs that are still dangerous? Yeah, of course. But every single man out there wants to make it seem like when he goes to his 9 to 5, he's hauling railroad ties. He's not. But women, lots of women that I know, are walking into a classroom.
This is how, if you know so many teachers, why are you so stupid, lady? Right? Like, you put this out on the internet. Better to be thought of as an idiot than to open your mouth and remove all doubt. Like these are the people that that we have the issues with going right now. She has no clue. None whatsoever. All right. Yeah. Oh yeah. Here's another one. This is a long one.
I was watching
Oh,
the
hold on.
protests in
I'm gonna
Minneapolis.
refresh this. This is another one of these lefties talking tough. And the lefties put out a lot of lefty fan fiction. They have these pie in the sky ideas of what's going on, and it never matches reality. Like for months they were like, "Oh, Trump's voters are regretting it." And CNN, or no, the Wall Street Journal just put out a poll the other day. 92% of the people that voted for Trump are happy with their vote because he's doing exactly what we wanted. Is it everything that we wanted? No. Some things are moving slower than others. But what's happening in Minnesota? Yeah, this is 100% what we wanted. This is always been the goal. First it was the wall, then first the wall, then the deportations, then after those two are done, we're going to overhaul the system. That was always the plan.
Okay, I'm just gonna talk out loud about things
Baga's
that
terrified.
I'm seeing and thinking. I was watching the protests in Minneapolis, and you know, it's very confusing. Like, what do we do? Like, we all want to be there and help, but then we also have them spreading out, and like, I need people to go with me. How violent are we gonna go? Are we gonna do this all peacefully? I personally think we do that as best we can, and I am absolutely not opposed to this. I'm not, never have been. So we've been waiting to see how we're gonna show up, right? So we are showing up in Minneapolis.
Most female teachers I know are leaving the profession, and schools have been recruiting veterans, retiring police, firefighters, even paramedics. Yeah, I've had people try to recruit me to be a teacher, and I'll tell you, And I've got really good friends who are teachers. And I've taught a lot of classes in the military. Um, yeah, no, it's being a public school teacher. No. Could you talk me into going to a private school and teaching? Possibly. But again, I'm going to do it on my terms. Um, yeah, becoming a teacher at a public school, zero interest in me. Th- And everyone's like, oh, it's these punk kids. It's not the kids, it's the parents. The parents are what I like. Yeah, I there are certain things that I would not be able to control myself with a teacher. It's like when I got out of the military, I had a lot of people trying to talk me into becoming a firefighter or EMT. I could never do that job. I, I'm very good in a crisis. I'm very good at you know, dealing with emergencies. However, my kryptonite is hurt children. I that would that would trigger crazy PTSD for me. I can deal with hurt adults all day long. I can deal with, brain matter everywhere. That doesn't bother me. Let a kid be hurt, and yeah, that would be rough on me. I've talked about this a little bit. I was on duty one night. I was the command duty officer, and any death aboard the base gets reported and to the general, and it gets reported to the command duty, who then has to inform the general. And I there was a child that was born stillborn at the base hospital, and I did my reports. I focused very much on my job, and did all my stuff, and then I told the staff duty that was there with me. I'm like, hey, you take over this. I need some time, and I had to walk outside and get some air because never knew the people. It just affected me. And I know that that's my limitation. So I'll never put myself in that.
They are not taking that shit. And on January 23rd, there's set to be a general strike for the state, I believe. And that is massive because
So that's what, Thursday? 4 days from now? It's not going to do shit.
the unions are behind this. They're like, yeah, this is bullshit. So they're going to the churches, they're going to the schools, they're going to the companies,
Going to the churches and the schools is not going to help your cause.
and they want everything shut down on that day. And
Okay.
having the unions behind them is everything. Because if we can get the unions involved, the ones that are left, that would have a huge
It's a
impact on
delusion.
shutting this down. Okay, so we're seeing motion there. But then it's also like, okay,
Didn't you do the No Kings protest before all this? Did that work?
how far do we take this? How
She's
big
got
do we
the
make this?
crazy
Do
eyes.
we just go take them all out? Do we shut it all down? Do we grab them?
She's got a nice head of hair, though. I'll give her that. Like, that's how, when I had hair, it was that thick.
Take them like,
Thick and
I
curly
mean,
like
my
that.
brain is a strategist,
Naturally.
so I'm thinking every angle to the extremes, to least extremes. I know midterms are out their way, but like, this isn't sustainable. And I'm sure most people know that. And if you haven't had really rough, traumatic things happen to you in your life, this must be fucking scary. And I'm not saying it isn't scary. But for those of us that have lived with people like this, beating us up our whole lives, traumatizing us, hurting us, like, this is what we know. So to me, this feels like it's game time.
Like, okay, she said MAGA is scared, but so far she's not showing anything to show that MAGA is scared. She's just talking about her feelings on things, and they're debatable. I'm not going to say she's wrong. I'm just saying that they're debatable.
It's another day to do the work. And the rest of you are going to have
Churches don't strike. They are impartial and non-political. A church that starts striking in the US can potentially lose its nonprofit status. It doesn't happen often. It has happened though. So if you are a church leader and you're looking at doing this, I would be very, very careful about what you do. If you're just doing, hey, we're going to protest and stand on the sidewalk, okay, you can do that. But she's kind of talking a little bit more active disruptions.
To learn on the job. Be glad you made it this far. And a lot of you are seeing the Nazi right that are still, tripling down. I stand.
Why is it always Nazis? Whenever the left has a problem with anyone on the right, they always go to Nazis. Like nothing else. Like there's a lot of totalitarians in history that you could point to, but they always go to the Nazis.
And with ICE, Renee Good deserved it. She FAFO, like that kind of talk. So it makes them sound loud, but I don't see the backup. Like when they say, I stand with ICE, I'm like, then go stand with ICE. Get your butt out there. They're looking.
Why would we do that? Why would we do that? I stand with ICE. Why would I go out there and put myself in danger? Like I'm going to stand with ICE at the ballot box. That's where it counts.
For volunteers. They're looking for more Jonathan Rosses. Oh, well, I have like...
They're looking for internal volunteers. They're not asking for someone like me to volunteer.
That's what I thought. Because patriarchy is made of cowardice, cloaked in strength and power, and might is right. Well, if you want to play by might...
No. Might makes right is the saying. And right now, ICE is the might.
Might is right. I'm starting to see it on the left. And I watch the language of how things shift on the right.
That might is right, what she's saying. I see so many people misquote that. Almost as much as the whole, oh, you can't say fire in a crowded theater. You can absolutely say fire in a crowded theater. Like, and people who will argue with you are just ignorant.
But now I monitor what's happening on the left. And you could say the right, like the far right, the ones that are all in on Trump or because of Jesus or whatever, like they're just doubling down. They're just like digging their...
All in on Trump because of Jesus. I mean, okay.
Their feet in, but they're not moving anywhere. They're staying right here because they don't have emotional courage. They're just spitting out, whatever they like their beliefs. Like, no, Trump. No, we're taking everything. We're taking Greenland. This is amazing. FAFO, like whatever.
Out.
That's
Why?
them right here. Then you have the left that is arcing back this way in.
She's very much of the left. Do you guys realize how performative this is?
Action. Like they're gaining momentum, power, and rage. They're at the end of their rope. They're done with this shit.
Rage is not power. Sorry to tell you that. It's not power.
So they're coming back against this. And in between, if this is like a nice...
Most times, rage is coming from failure or lack of power because it's frustration.
You've had the people melting away for different reasons. And every day, more and more people leave. Doesn't mean that they're running to the left. A lot of them are having conversations with people on the left going, okay, you guys aren't monsters. I don't agree with your policies, but you as people aren't what
people
we
voted for Trump.
Told to believe.
By and large, you're still sticking with it.
And please understand, from the time they are little, they are taught that the left are monsters. When communism...
What? I've got friends on the left. I'm the one willing. You guys are the ones calling people Nazis. So who's the one teaching that people are monsters? You guys.
And fell. The rich needed a way to convince people that capitalism is still the only way. And communism wasn't there. Well, then, had to be the radical liberals, had to be the socialists, had to be the left. We had to become the boogeymen that communists were. But because of how Trump is acting and the way ICE is acting and how he's, now I'm putting tariffs all over Europe so I can take Greenland, like he's losing Republicans. They're just a few short being able to impeach.
Look, I'm not one of these people who's like, oh, let's go take over Greenland. I'm listening to what Trump said. I think there is some Uh, I think there is absolutely some strategic thought to the U.S. owning Greenland. Does it mean I'm sold? No. I'm willing to have the conversation. I'm not Trump's a Trump's a dictator. I'm not we need to take it by force. I'm not. I'm willing to have the conversation on it. What are the reasons? I I think if we take it, we should absolutely be paying for it.
Teach him. They're talking, some are talking removal, like this is so out of control. It's also exactly what it looks like.
You know, there are two things that people said were huge mistakes. The first one was Seaward's Folly, and the second one was the Gadsden purchase. Seaward's Folly is when we bought Alaska. We bought it from the Russians. And the Gadsden purchase is after the Mexican American War, we purchased the southern portion of California, Arizona, and New Mexico. And that's why it's got that unique shape. Both of those have proven to be incredible investments. But yet at the time, like Seaward's Folly was literally called his folly. They weren't that. Even at the time that they were purchased, they weren't that. So, yeah, uh, I'm willing to have the discussion of the U.S. buying Greenland. Absolutely, I am.
When a dictator starts to fail, we've pretty much checked off all the things they just are going to build now. So I think part of the question is, like, I think people on the left get afraid, like, okay, well, what's ICE going to do? What's our
Why does it sound like
military
flip?
going to do?
Right?
The military isn't going to get involved in this. Like, I think that people think military are secretly ICE people, but that's really not the case.
She knows jack and shit about the military. Okay? The military, by and large, comes from red states. By and large. Not completely, but by and large. That's where they're coming from. They're coming from middle flyover America. There's some significant exceptions, but that's where they're mainly coming from. And poll after poll after poll shows that they vote red. So if you don't think that a large chunk are MAGA, you're out of your mind. I see it every single day. Every day. And Biden made it okay for people like myself to now do political work on base. People don't realize that. Because I was talking to someone about opening a Turning Point chapter on the base. And so we were having some discussions. Hasn't gone anywhere, but we were, and still may discuss it. But yeah, we were looking at that, and yeah, a big important thing.
Cops are more like ICE, and police have an amazing opportunity right now to get it right, get on the
Okay, so Georgie's asking how is about the minerals that it's just a bonus to it. Okay, what's funny about this? I don't know why my thing keeps it keeps crashing. Let me switch to that one. Let's see if it. Oh, I see what it is. It's my Nvidia is crashing. So sorry, guys, that you're not seeing my my camera here. Where is it at? There we go. Let's see. Where is it? Put it on. There we go. Okay. So yeah, with Greenland, all these people who are against us buying Greenland, it's a strategic move. Are there minerals and resources? Absolutely. And could we potentially get those? Yes. But it also, you realize we already have one border with Russia, and this would create another border with Russia. And it makes it easier for us to confront it. What Trump wants to do, from what I've heard, is he wants to build like an iron dome, like what Israel has, so that if we were to be attacked by Russia, we would be significantly protected. So it would be a shield. That's why. And unlike getting involved in Ukraine, buying Greenland gives us strategic advantage. It does.
side of the 500 million weapons and the human beings you're here to protect. start to clean up, do some PR here, get on the right side of history, or you're going to feel what it's like to be on the wrong side. But when I'm seeing
Christopher Columbus was on the wrong side of history, but he seemed like he was pretty successful. They keep saying these things. They say these talking points, these little slogans, and they don't mean anything. I'm done with this woman. She's just crazy. No, I'm not gonna do that one. Oh, I'll do this one here. Oh yeah. Yeah. Let me just say, with this one, someone let me know if she's single, because she's a whole bowl of crazy. And yeah, I'm here for it. Like I I want her to spit in my mouth without even hearing what she's saying. I guarantee you when she opens her mouth, it's gonna be stupid.
So the orange orangutan has said that New York and California are next.
Yeah.
No disrespect towards Minneapolis at all. You guys have been doing a wonderful job out there. Keep doing what you're doing. New York moves different. So good luck.
What do you think is gonna happen?
Good luck. So the orange orangutan.
Yeah, they've already been in New York, lady. Like they have ICE is already operating in New York. They cleaned out, what was it, Canal Street? Went through and just grabbed all the immigrants in Canal Street and was like, okay, you're gonna prove your citizenship or that you have legal residency. And people in New York freaked out, but they didn't stop it. They didn't stop it. All right. Oh yeah. Oh, this one. This one. She reminds me of somebody. I'm trying to think of who she reminds me of.
So we obviously can't live here anymore, right? It's not safe here anymore. This is no place
So long, farewell, Avida Zain adieu.
for anybody, but especially children, which I have 3. So it's time to leave. We're
Think she's going to a predominantly white country? I guarantee you she's probably going to go to a Scandinavian country. Definitely, I'm thinking European country. I cannot see she might go to Costa Rica. That's like Costa Rica and maybe like I don't know. There's only a couple brown countries they're willing to go to. I'll tell you this: she's not willing to go to Venezuela. Not going to Venezuela, even though it's a socialist utopia. I guarantee you she's not going there.
seriously considering moving abroad or, I don't know, moving pretty much anywhere else. I brought up
Where?
this topic a couple months ago on this account, and a lot of people responded that they have the exact same idea, and quite a few people had already started the process. I had a few moms say they were going to Spain and that they had already started the process.
Oh, so a white European country. How about that? How about that? Not going to a brown country.
Of citizenship. I had a handful of people
And not going to a socialist utopia.
mention Portugal as well, and that they had also started the process. But I don't know what to do. Like we are
This, do it, lady.
at the very beginning stages. Like we're saving for passports. Like we have to save up for passports. That's
Passports cost about $120. About $120. You can pay more if you're getting a passport card. You don't need that. Passport card is to go in and out from Mexico and Canada. But yeah, it's about $120. So she said she's got 3 kids, so it's going to cost her $500 roughly for passports.
how unprepared we are for this. So
She's going overseas, but she doesn't have a passport. She's never been really outside of the country. I'd be willing to bet you've needed a passport to leave this country, even for Mexico and Canada, for probably the last 50 years, 160. Yeah, there are ways to make it a little bit cheaper, but yeah, it's I think the cheapest I've seen people do it is 120 for like the basic stuff, and that's if you do your own pictures, you fill out the paperwork. Um, but yeah, so she's never been outside of the U.S. I guarantee she's one of these people that's like, the U.S. is it's the most racist country, and you've never lived outside of the U.S. I've lived outside of the U.S. I've lived in a culture that predominantly did not speak English. Um, and the thing is, like, I'll tell you this, the US is not the most racist country. Oh, if you believe that and you start going overseas, you're gonna have a bad time. Yeah. It's go to Australia. You think the US is the most racist country? Australians are great. They're great. I have a lot of fun with them, but the racism, they are funny with it too.
I just want to hear from you guys, like if you have already started the process or if you are in the beginning stages.
If you are getting a passport, like, I don't think you realize you need to, yeah, you have to get a passport, but then you have to apply for a visa. That's going to take several months. When I went to Russia, my visa started, mine took 6 months. 6 months is what it took.
Or if you have any information, any guidance, any, like, do you have a website that you know of that I can be looking at? Obviously, I'm doing my own research, but I'm getting a lot of conflicting information. I'm not getting a lot of straight answers. I'm really looking at Portugal. It seems affordable and like they have good healthcare. I don't know. I just know that it's
Mexico has free healthcare. Why aren't you going there, lady?
time to get the fuck out of here.
A lot
It's
cheaper
time
to
to
go to
get my
Mexico.
kids the fuck out of here. I would just love to hear from the like-minded people out there. You guys have started the process. Please help me. How are you doing it? What are you doing? What should I do?
Yankee Bell's been to Germany. Yeah, Germany's really nice. Expensive. Not as expensive as Switzerland, but it is nice. I'll say that. Um, I want to go to Austria here. That's probably one of the next. I'm going to Greece this year, and that will be interesting. But if you've never traveled, to be like, oh, I'm moving overseas, it's like, ooh, you are in for a wake up call. This one I did watch a good chunk of. Um, this is a lot of women today.
I'm sitting in the car because my boyfriend is literally tripping. Like, he will not let me do anything for real. Like, all he does is work for 12 hours and use that against me. Oh, why you ain't cook nothing? Oh, why you ain't clean?
Okay, so you're not doing the things that a partner would do. He is, but you're not.
Nothing. Da, 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 da. Because you work for 12 hours and then all you do is come home musty. Why you can't come home clean?
Probably because working for 12 hours is a lot. That's a lot. I've done that. You get burned out quick working 12 hours.
But I don't even like him for real because
Working 12 hours, you leave when it's dark, you come home when it's dark. So doing anything outside is off the table.
it's just he's too nice for me. Like, he don't hit me like my exes did or nothing. Like, we can't fight or nothing. If
So she's got a guy who works hard. Treats her, sounds like, pretty good. Doesn't hit her. She's been with losers who hit her, and she won't do the minimum.
I want to fight, he just walks away. Like, I just don't want him. And I really want my ex-boyfriend who's in jail. And that's another thing.
What the hell is up with all these women who want these losers? Like, this guy hit you and now he's in jail and you want him? You're an idiot. Excuse me, guys.
Now, he told me I'm not allowed to send money to my ex-boyfriend no more. And it's like, why are
Doesn't sound like she's working. So yeah, I'd be like, you're not sending my money to a deadbeat.
You in charge of who I can send money to or not. Just go to work and make it.
He's not saying you can't send money to people. He's saying you can't send money to your abusive ex in jail. Excuse me, but that is a reasonable boundary. Like,
So I was basically just over it with him. I've been sitting in the car for about 15, 20 something minutes because I just hate the sight of him. Like everything about him, I just can't stand. But I'm not going to leave because it's not like I can leave anyway. I mean, I don't got no job because he don't make me work. And the way that
oh my God. And women like this will then be like, well, why won't a guy marry me? Marry your loser ex in jail.
I see it, if he left today, like right now, I'd have to make that rent. I can't do it by myself. So in a way, I think I'm kind of doing him a favor by being his girlfriend because he got low self-esteem. He not cute anyway. Don't no girl want him for real. Like,
You don't want him. I'll tell you this, there are women out there. When a guy is stable, there are women out there who want them. Like I've told people, you guys know I'm single, I've dated. I could be in a relationship right here today. I could probably pick up the phone and there are women locally I could be in a relationship with. They're not women I would want to be in a relationship with. Like they are like this woman, you know? Yeah, she likes the money, not the dude. Yeah. Correct, Volusia. Welcome, by the way. Um, yeah, like that's why I don't date here locally. I go outside of this area is because this is the type of woman that is here. This and cheaters. That's what's in my area.
it's just like, to me, I just think I'm doing him a favor because, like I said, he funny looking, so it's not like anybody would want him for real.
You're doing him a favor. What are you doing to take care of him? You're not making him dinner after a 12-hour shift.
Like if I leave, who's gonna be there? Like nobody. And then he be trying to put limits on how often I can go out and shit like that. What are you talking about?
If you're in a relationship, you shouldn't be going out. Like, hey, once a month, we got a girls' night out. That's fine. But if you're going out like to the clubs on the weekend, no, kick her to the curb, dude. She's looking to upgrade.
What is wrong with me wanting to go to the club 2-3 times a week? Like, that's nothing. Like, you're doing too much. And all he does is work 12 hours every single day. And I guess that's the upside to it. I don't gotta see him like that because, like I said, he gone half the day. And I sleep half the day too. So it's like, who cares? And like I said, I just feel like I'm doing.
This is a parasite. This is the face of a parasite. This woman is not bringing anything.
And like I said, I just feel like I'm doing him a favor by being with him. Even though I don't come with nothing, even though I was literally sleeping on the airbed before this. Like, I just feel like I do him a favor by being with him.
Yeah, I would kick this one to the curb. She is this is a person who takes away value from your life. Yeah, I hate clubs. I hate clubs. Like I like when I was in Abu Dhabi, I found this cigar and jazz bar. That was so much my speed. That's how I roll. I'm like, yeah, I'll sit here, I'll listen to some good music, smoke a good cigar. That's what I'll do. That's all the stuff I had planned. Oh wait, no, I did want to do something. I don't know if Georgie wants to join me. One thing I haven't done in a while is Skipper Looking for Love on Prison Connect. Does she need some hay for that overbite? That's good. That's good. So I hope we're both. Yeah, I do too. And that's the thing. There's a lot of guys out here who just aren't looking at their worth. And this is why, guys, they date and then they're like, oh, F this. And then they stop dating and they're comfortable. And they're like, yeah, I'm okay with not dating anymore because I have found my peace. So let's take a look and see if we can find a woman for Skipper. Now that we've gone into the dating, so here we go. This is Erin H. She's from Ohio. I wonder which one she's in. Reformatory for Women. Wonder if it's near where my family lives. Ooh, that's a red flag. Here she kind of looks like on drugs. Looks good here. Okay. It's like a gym photo. This is just says, ooh, Skipper's in trouble. Let's see what they're saying. My name is Rod and I like to party. That's it. That's it for that one. Okay. Oh, I do. Hold on, I'm gonna stop sharing here for a second because I'm gonna turn off the sound. Because last time we did this, I got copyright struck because they put these to music. There we go. I'd rather be a burrito in my blankie and watch movies. Yeah, oh, me too. Yeah, me too. I don't drink, so clubs and bars have no place in my life. I will drink. I'm not a big drinker. Like Kelly came over last night to hang out, and she had bought some hard cider and had it in my fridge. I had drank one, and she bought it like a week ago, and was like, "Is any of that left?" I'm like, "It's all left. Like I've had one," and she drank like two last night, so it's half gone, and like primarily her. Now, when I get on this cruise, oh, the moment I'm on that cruise, there is going to be a drink in Skipper's hand, and it is going to be good. Find love in jail. Oh, Barbara, this is where there are women that I can fix. Okay. This one is Tanya C. Taycheeta Correctional Facility. I don't know where that is. Ooh. She's got pretty eyes. Oh. If she's got ripped jeans, she's going to rip apart your life. Oh, tattoos, neck tattoos too. She's got the painted on eyebrows. Yeah, this is not my type of woman. Maybe for the night. Like, she's cute, but she's got a lot of red flags for me. Things that I'm like, no, not for me. Ariana L. in El Paso, Texas Annex. Okay. She's cute. Cute girl. Young. What is she, like 19? Let's see. Lots of hearts. Not many funny comments. Okay, pretty girl. I don't see any red flags with her other than being young. So there she's really cute right there. This, not so much for me. This one's okay. Oh, no. Fixing a huge problem? What are you talking about, Barbara? Okay, this is Kaylee C. Ooh, hand tattoos. She's in Sullivan, Tennessee. Oh my. This is a walking red flag right here. This is the chick who's going to set your car on fire if she catches you talking to another woman. And when I say talking to another woman, I don't mean like romantically talking to her. I mean, if you smile at the Waffle House waitress, she is going to light your car on fire and start a fist fight in that Waffle House. Oh my. She'll also steal your hoodie. What guy's hoodie was she wearing there? Ooh. Did they hurt you, baby? Crying and humping every night. uh, I'm not seeing a lot of holy smokes for a night. My bet is you wouldn't wake up after you let her homies in to rob your. Well, yeah, you are taking that risk, Volusia. You are taking that risk. These women are all in jail, Barbara. These women are all fixable. Oh God, Larry's here. He's gonna laugh at this. Welcome, welcome. Okay. Who? Oh, she's got the shirt with the boobs out. Samantha J at the Robert E. Ellsworth Correctional Facility. I don't know where that is. Apparently this is her only picture. She's got these are extensions, right? These are fake hair extensions. Looks like it to me. She's got the painted on eyebrows. Like there's no separation, not enough separation between the eyebrows and her eyes. Other than that, she's cute. I don't like this ripped shirt. She needs a new trial. Looks innocent to me, says Edwin A. Ramos. I'll give her to Edwin. Edwin, that's all you. Oh, Georgie's looking for our link. Oh, you should tell me. I'll send it to you again. Hold on. Georgie needs the link because Georgie's going to jump in here and she's going to help me find love. There you are, Georgie. Well, actually, here Georgie sent you the link, so jump on in here. What are you guys' thoughts on this one? What do you think she did? I think she's a shoplifter. She was just trying to work her way through school. Seriously, though, I've paid for so many lap dances for nursing students and doctor students. I should be getting free healthcare at this point. Come on. Not a lot of my coffee left. We're getting there, though. Oh, no, waiting on Georgie to get here. This is like a Burberry design, this little plaid design. I don't think this is a Burberry shirt. If you tore up a Burberry shirt, oh my God, that's like $500 shirt that you're tearing up. That's what leads me to believe shoplifting. She probably got this from a designer store and then wanted to show her tits off. There's a lot of these that we can go through. Oh my God. Destiny. Of course her name is Destiny. Of course. Is that an anchor tat? Ooh, she could be a veteran. Navy veteran. So she's got these tattoos. She's got the ripped jeans, ripped up. Like she will rip up your life. The Topeka Correctional Facility. Oh, so she's in Oklahoma. Navy veteran, potential Navy veteran in Oklahoma. I think this one might be a winner for me. Should I write to her? The tattoos are an absolute red flag. I don't mind her nails. Normally, I am not a nails guy. Like that is generally a turnoff for me. But these, red is basic red is a decent color. They're long, but they're not super long. So yeah, like this is one that Georgie is going to come and give me her opinion. Georgie, I think we found a winner.
Why you gotta hate on the name Destiny?
I'm not hating on it. It's just Destiny is the name of many strippers. So my future wife is likely a Destiny.
My niece's name is Destiny.
Didn't your niece just get married?
No. Wait,
Oh.
what?
Didn't your niece just get married?
No.
Her name is Destiny.
So my oldest niece is in law school.
Oh, we could be destined to be family then.
Oh dear God.
You're
No.
like, you are not dating my niece.
No. That would be awkward.
Oh my God. Yeah. Hold on.
It's almost like Larry's been reading your mind. We just talked about doing that the other night.
Yeah, if people only knew. I'm looking at your comments. I didn't scroll. I scrolled up and didn't scroll down. People knew our messages. Yeah, we'd probably be in jail. She starts with a square jaw. Oh, she's talking about the Wise Angel's talking about the last one. Yeah. I don't mind a square jaw. I like that more than the rounded face. Larry thinks I should write and share the correspondence on the channel. What do you think? There's also an Instagram called Prison Pen Pals, and I got to thank Dwayne Rapp for that one.
Well, that's what we were talking about doing the other night, is you finding one to pen pal with and thus making content out of it.
Yeah, I think we could do that.
Letting the chat tell you what to respond back.
Do you guys think we only have one picture? So I would write Destiny to see if she's my Destiny, and see if I get any pictures out of her.
The question is that photo filtered?
It doesn't look too filtered if it is. Like she's got the mascara wingtips going. I do like that. Like, I'm not a big makeup guy, but I do like that.
She's pretty. You need to feed her. She's too skinny.
Well, the good thing about me being a veteran is I get free healthcare, and so if she becomes Miss Arthur, we can get her a boob job.
Larry said, "Do it."
I actually might do that, Larry. I think that would be fun for the show.
I triple dog dared him to do it the other night.
Okay, now we're getting into the areas where I think Skipper is in trouble. Zabriel. That's a weird name. I don't hate the name, but it's weird.
Zabriel.
Zabriel. I was thinking Zabriel. She's got the what are the discs in her ears? The
gauges?
Yeah. Oh God.
Would that be your next baby mama? Wait a minute. There you are.
Oh, there we go. There he is.
Oh boy. Hey, you kicked me off. There we go.
I'm not trying to. In fact, here, let me see this. There we go. That's a little bit better.
All right. Y'all hear me? I had to jump in on this one.
You want this one or the one before? Destiny or Zabriel?
Oh, wait a minute. Let's look at them again now. Let's see.
I think this one could be baby mama drama.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I like the chick in the jeans, man.
Is Destiny? Okay, I'll pull her back up.
Yeah. I think Destiny, it's like an omen. It's your destiny.
If we're playing fuck, marry, kill, then the one chick that I said for a night, that's the fuck. Destiny, I marry, and Zabriel, I kill.
I think this is a great idea. I think you need to write to one and then share the correspondence on your channel, and let's just see how it goes. Yeah, this is probably the best idea you've ever come up with.
That's what I said.
If you guys are not subscribed to Larry, you need to. Forever Huff's Living. He is giving me. So, okay, I love people who not just give me bad ideas, but also encourage the bad ideas.
Yeah, see, I'm a happily married man. I can't do something like this, but you, on the other hand, you're a wreck. I mean, why
Right?
not?
You're a wreck. You got that right.
He's not wrong.
I'm just playing about that. You know, I'm just playing about that.
Oh, I am.
I think this is a great idea.
I think I should write to her just to find out, just to get more pictures. Catfish her with Larry's photo, says Volusia.
Hey, that's fine. I don't care.
How do you know she's straight?
Hey, maybe you can pick 3 and let's do a poll, and then we'll decide which one.
That's actually a good idea too.
Yeah.
I like that.
So far, I'm going with Destiny here. I think, she might be former military. She's probably got a tremendous overbite. That's why she's kind of covering her mouth up. But, hey, might be the one.
She's got a cute nose.
But, you got to show off what you got, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This one's going to cheat on me. Totally going to cheat on me. She's got the metal t-shirt. I'll tell you, I like that. Like, this one wants me to take her to a music festival.
Yeah. Yeah. She's probably already got 3 babies. You don't want to take that on.
Hellhound's talking about her forehead. I think she'd look good with bangs.
Oh my God.
What did you say? What did you say there, Georgie? I heard you whispering something.
I said, oh my God.
This is too funny.
What do you think an opening line should be with either of these two? With Zabriel, I think it should be how much money I make a year.
I've got insurance and I want to share it with somebody.
Yeah, I think Destiny is a veteran. She's got an anchor tattoo. She lives in Oklahoma. There's not too many reasons to have an anchor tattoo in Oklahoma.
She took her picture outdoors. So, just start out with, I like long walks, on the beach or something.
I'll say this. I like long walks. I hate hiking. I will not hike. I will go on walks.
I hate to break it to you, but a long walk is a hike.
No, long walk is through like a neighborhood or like, hey, we're going to walk up to here and get some ice cream or something. Hiking is like, you're going to go to like a park.
Yeah.
And trust me, all these California women, they all claim to hike, but a lot of them are fat as shit. And it's like, you ain't fucking hiking anywhere except to, the friggin' you're hiking to the taco truck.
Well, so far my vote is Destiny. Have you picked out a couple more? How many of them do they have?
Of what?
All these girls. I mean, is it 10? Is it 20?
Oh, there's a ton of these.
100.
This is a whole account. So yeah, we've got these two, which I'll tell you, Destiny is like a 9 for me. And then Zabriel is a very close 8.
No.
Like Zabriel, she can stay at my place, but my place is staying in my name. Destiny, I'm buying her a house.
Oh yeah. And surprise, there's a car in the garage just for you.
Oh my.
No.
This one's a red walking, talking red flag. This is Ayana F. She's in Indiana. So I'm guessing she probably lives in Gary, Indiana. Gary or Hammond. She's got that starburst thing around her navel. right here. I don't. She's got a date in Roman. Like,
She's 100% one of the protesters.
oh, absolutely.
She's one of the ones hitting an ICE agent with her car. Prove me wrong.
This is if you're looking to get syphilis. This is where you go. She's got the crocheted top. Yeah, this is. Yeah, this chick's like, it's just a little gonorrhea. What's the problem? D23 Fresh says, I'll be waiting at the gate when you get out. Lulu 8524 says she's the type to run you over and have you changing the tire from your wheelchair. I know that thing gripped like a kid on the short bus.
Oh my God. How did you get started on all this?
You know,
I mean, I just come in, so you got to catch me up here.
So me and Georgie, this is probably what, our third or fourth time doing this type of segment.
I know we've been doing
Georgie
it for
started
months.
all this. Now
No, Georgie didn't start this.
I said, how did you start this? And he said, me and Georgie.
He found it and he introduced it to me, and now my phone is constantly blowing up with notifications from Prison Connect.
And what's funny about it is this all started with there's another account called Mugshot Shotties, which is just pretty girls with mugshots. And me and my Marines used to play that out in the field. Like, I would pull up my phone and I would show the picture and be like, okay, what did she do? And, you know, like Marines would just like, you know, she stole my heart, or, you know, she, you know, I don't know, but I want the judge to release her into my recognizance, you know, like, so we were having fun with that. But because of that, this started showing up in my feed. And I was like, okay, I'm definitely following this.
I think this is a great idea. We just got to we got to narrow it down to 3, and let's do a poll, and then
I got to do this.
Line.
I got to do this also with Slug. I think I got to see if Slug wants to come in.
Slug prefers furries and their feet.
Yeah, Slug, yeah, he's got his kinks, but he also like, he sees things the way I do. Like, oh yeah, this one is a keeper. This one, you know.
I think he just feeds your chaos.
100%. One day, me and Slug are gonna meet up and go out looking for women.
Jesus Christ.
Is this Kelly or Kylie? I think
She's
it's Kylie.
pretty.
Keilee. She's in Texas. So, you know, if you want to play in Texas, you got to have a fiddle in the band.
That's right.
Kaylee. Kaylee. Okay, yeah, she's got the eyebrow thing going, but it's not tattooed on. And she's putting makeup over hers, which is fine. That eyebrows are not a thing for me, but she's got the fake eyelashes.
She's pretty though.
She is pretty. Very pretty. I don't see any tattoos. The leopard print headband there, a little bit of a red flag, not too much. She got the hair extensions, or that's a wig.
That's probably a wig.
I'm thinking wigs. You know, hey, if that's what gives you confidence, that's what gives you confidence.
Either way, she's a beautiful black woman.
Beluga says Slug is going to follow through on this mission. I think me and Slug I think we should do a competition. We each pick one, and we try to see who can get a reply back.
Do you imagine the beautiful mixed babies you'd have with her?
Hey, I wonder how old she is. I'm saying 29. So she's still a fertile myrtle. I could get her pregnant in a week.
Dear God.
All right, let's check the next one.
No.
Oh my God.
It's Tori.
Right? Yeah.
Oh. No.
Big no on that one.
Absolutely not.
What would this girl do to you? That's in a hotel. I'm okay. She's in Texas. I'm saying that she's in for soliciting.
Probably.
Probably.
She's got the chest tattoo.
Just trying to work her way through school.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is a couple drunk Marines out on a Friday night, and one of them dares the other one, like, take that one home. That's what this is. And like, this is not one I would take to my house. Like, this is one I take to my buddy's house to hook up with, because I don't want her finding me later.
And she'd just be happy it wasn't a trailer.
But if you own a truck, this is a type of girl that you don't need. If you have a truck, you can just take her to your truck. You don't got to take her home.
Roger that. Got a bed in it.
Put a dog collar on you and walk you like a dog. That blue hair is the biggest run.
That's purple.
I need that TikTok clip. Run. Do 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 do. Let's look at the comments. Mr. Mello says, "Why are they always in Texas?" Shaking my head. Vincent Daniel said, "God bless you, beautiful." That's all you, Vincent. Michael Schuster, well, that's pretty hot. What's up? Keith Allen says, "Oh my God." And Keith is an old man with a beard. Look at Keith. That's Keith. Yeah, Keith. She's attainable to Keith.
That's mismatched menace doppelganger right there.
Is Mismatched single?
No.
Okay, I couldn't remember. Oh my God, babe, you look so amazing. Keith? Okay, of all these guys, I'm going to help Keith. I'm going to be Keith's, I'm going to be his, what am I trying, his wingman. I'm sure she's going to have a bigger friend, and I'll probably have to fall on that grenade for Keith. Not proud of it, but done it before. Oh my.
There you go.
Oh my. Oh, Skipper is in trouble. Skipper is in trouble. So she looks super skinny in that last one and this one, but she's got some hips to her. She's got some birthing hips.
Yeah.
She
could give you 8 or 10 kids. Yeah.
Jesus. And you do want like 4 or 5 more kids, so
yeah, we could have a commune. You know what I'm thinking of? Do you ever watch Reno 911?
Yes.
No, I never watched it.
It's a funny show based on. It's a parody.
It's funny, but I've never watched it.
And Zach Galifianakis, but way before The Hangover, used to be on that show, and he played a character named Frisbee that was a great character. And Frisbee had his cousin that he was married to, and she was like 19, but they had like 7 kids. And I remember he would yell at the kids. He's like, "Dharma, Greg, Joey, Chandler, Rachel, get out here." That would be my life with Andrea here.
She's in your home state.
Oh yeah. Actually, I guarantee you, she pronounces it Andrea.
Andrea, yeah. So this is a contender, but probably the only real picture there is that one.
She's still pretty though.
Doctored pretty good, I think.
She is pretty. Yeah, that one's filtered.
I'm going off of the one from the prison pic. There's no filters on that one.
Right.
She's got those pigtails. That definitely does it for me. But she looks good.
Look what he said.
Brittany, call me daddy. Yeah. Okay. Me and Andrea, we're gonna buy a compound in Appalachia, and be completely off the grid and have like 12 kids.
I can see her in pigtails bringing the bucket of water from the creek. Oh
Yep.
yeah.
She sings to the kids while rocking on the rocking chair at night.
Sure. You use the water to boil up that rabbit that you just killed. Oh yeah.
Yep.
I got it.
I can see that. And
Okay.
she's from Ohio. There are some rural parts of Ohio. Like I wouldn't be surprised if she's like a generation removed from the Amish. What do you guys think she's in for? Miss Metch says
Battery.
she'd put me in cardiac arrest. Oh, I can see battery. Yeah.
Yeah, she got mad at somebody, just whooped that ass. Mhm.
I can see domestic violence. Like she ain't gonna hurt you, but
Don't cheat on her.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely keep your guns locked up.
Yeah,
Don't
because she
cheat on
knows
her.
how to use them. Yeah.
Oh yeah. She's firing a shotgun out the window because there was a rabbit.
Yeah. Of the trailer. Window of the trailer. Yeah.
Pen Pals Wanted official says she's wearing a wedding band. Is she? Yep.
Is she?
Yep.
Oh,
That don't mean a thing.
Well, he's probably left her by now.
Right.
Yeah.
She's on her next adventure. Paul Dank is paying her lawyer fees. Alan Darter says he's fighting everyone for her. McCrae Dan says I can fix her. Big P Teeny says not guilty. Chris fixable, cost covered. I agree with that. Let's see. Raj says I want to be a prison guard. Silver Charm says, girl, how did you stumble?
So you know the deal here. When you start writing these girls, the first I would want to take bets on how long it's going to take them to ask for money. Are they going to ask on the first time they correspond with you, or will it be the third time or the fifth time?
This one's putting it out there. This one's letting me know, hey, don't waste my time. If you're not gonna replenish my canteen account, I'm not talking to you.
Exactly. I'll bet you all of them are that way.
A good chunk of them, and I do respect the hustle. So, but and I would respond, "Are you worth it?"
What's in it for me?
Right.
I'll buy you Frito Lay's chips, but you gotta tell me what's in it for me.
Here's the other thing I like about this one. While she is she's feminine, she can also protect herself while she's in there. This she's not anybody's bitch.
Yeah, I see that.
Brittany is the next Skipper Adventure, says hell. Does she have an OnlyFans prison edition account? That should be a thing.
That looks like a short person.
Oh my, Alicia M. I am not into her at all, but someone is, and I pity that guy. She's a gang wife. That's what she is. She's got the teardrop tattoos. She's
hiding the dope.
Yep. While you're talking to the cops, she's in the bathroom flushing everything. The only thing, this one is absolutely cheating on you with your friends, like all your friends. Andrea is Skipper's next adventure in Wonderland.
I'm still sticking with Destiny. All right, look, I'm going to bug out, guys. I got to go eat some lunch, and we got some appointments. This was fun. Let me know where you narrow it down to, and but so far, my vote's on Destiny.
I like Destiny, Andrea, and Zabrielle.
Which one was Zabrielle?
She was this one here.
That one.
Okay. Nope, I'm still with Destiny. All right. Thanks for letting me jump in. Y'all have a good day.
Yep.
Bye, Larry.
Bye.
I love this segment. It's so fun.
I don't know. You bring up all the girls, and everybody's finally started talking in the chat.
Right? Well, because it's, it's something worth talking about. And we still have some more that we can go through we can do the segment again later. That's saying we can't do this segment every day because the women don't replenish enough. But once a month we can do this easy.
Back to our chaos on every Saturday.
Yeah, so yeah, I should. Okay, I will do some links, I think, and yeah, we'll talk about which ones I should. But you know what? That's what I'll do when I'm on the cruise. I'll put that out, and people can vote on which one. I'll pick out some that I'm really into, and you guys can all vote on which ones I should write to.
I think you should write to them live on air and let the chat decide what you say.
Oh, absolutely. I am totally on board with that. We'll do some chat GPT stuff. Get AI to help.
Holy shit.
Okay.
Belucia said, I can only find one Andrea R. in Ohio State Correction database, and she is in for manslaughter. Good luck.
That makes sense. Manslaughter means there was no intent. So
I mean, she went crazy.
Well, it could be a car accident. It could be, maybe the toaster fell into the tub.
Yeah, it just fell in.
Maybe they were hunting together and he just kind of got in the way. Oh, all right. Well, I'm going to wrap things up. Thank you for being here, Georgie.
Of course. I had to wait for Tiny Man to chill out. He was on a warpath.
I'm going to get my shower and figure out what I'm doing today. Probably going to Home Depot. Nice little Martin Luther King Day.
Ropes
all right, guys. What's that?
Ropes and chains at Home Depot.
I don't know if I have a support beam to support a swing.
Oh, dear God. Put Lacey in it. Use it as a backdrop for the stream. As if they don't mock you already.
Right.
Just add to the chaos.
All right. Well, thank you for being here.
Of course.
And everyone, thank you for your comments and everything. And as always, thank you for being worth serving.
Coffee brewing as the sun peeks through the haze. Birds are chirping, serenading morning's praise. Front porch creaks as dreams fade away. America's awakened to a brand new day. Old vinyl spinning a sweet old tune. Day starts dancing under a sleeping moon. Loose print smudges on fingers of grace. America's awakened at her own steady pace. Sips of sunshine in a coffee cup. Simple moments lifting spirits up. From the mountains to the sandy shore. Morning in America, want just a little more. Neighbors waving with a friendly rise. Kids with backpacks chasing daylight skies. Eyes cooling on a windowsill so fine. America's awakened with a heart full of shine. Old vinyl spinning a sweet old tune. Day starts dancing under a sleeping moon. Newsprint smudges on fingers of grace. America's awakened at her own steady pace. Sips of sunshine in a coffee cup. Simple moments lifting spirits up. From the mountains to the sandy shore, morning in America along just a little more. Neighbors waving with a friendly rise, kids with backpacks chasing daylight skies. Eyes cooling on a windowsill so fine. America's awaking with a heart full of shine. Neighbors waving with a friendly rise, kids with backpacks chasing daylight skies. Eyes cooling on a windowsill so fine. America's awaking with a heart full of shine. Tractors rumble, fields coming alive, big wheels turning where hopes and dreams strive. Laughter echoes down the old dirt road. America's awaking to lighten her load. America's awaking to lighten her load.